Chosen one, a huge gift is coming your way. You were destined to become abundantly rich, and now God is saying that your time has finally come. The money you prayed for is coming, but first, it is absolutely critical that you hear God's message today. You're not waiting, you're aligning. It's tempting to say, "I'm waiting on my blessing," but that can put you in a passive mindset. Instead, think of it as aligning. You're actively tuning your energy, your habits, and your beliefs to match what you've asked for. You're sharpening your vision, preparing your environment, and elevating your circle. Waiting implies something outside your control. Alignment puts you in the driver's seat. You can shift your mindset now. You can take inspired steps now. You can practice gratitude now. These actions accelerate the manifestation. They show the Most High God that you're serious, that you're ready for this next level. Like the video and comment abundance below to confirm your incoming wealth blessing from God. You've already shifted. By the time the external blessing arrives, the internal shift has already been done. Sometimes you can feel like a new person in the same old environment. Don't let that trick you into thinking nothing has changed. You have, and soon your outer world will catch up to reflect your inner world. This can create tension because you're essentially outgrowing your surroundings before your surroundings have a chance to transform. Be patient with yourself and with the people around you. The shift will show up in your life as naturally as the sunrise. You don't have to force it, just let it unfold. Get ready to receive. We're taught to stay humble, to downplay our wants, to not expect too much. But humility and self-denial are not the same thing. You can be humble and still expect miracles. You can be gracious and still know that abundance is your birthright. So prepare. Open your arms wide. Dare to believe that the good you've dreamed of is not just possible, but guaranteed for a heart aligned with truth. Make your gratitude list. Envision the reality you're stepping into. Do little things that show you're ready, like clearing clutter, updating your skills, or even just getting better rest, so you have the energy to handle what's coming. The storm wasn't the end. It was the beginning. You didn't survive all those storms for nothing. You didn't walk through fire only to be left with ashes. Something bigger is unfolding, a breakthrough, a blessing, a divine shift, and it has your name on it. You may not see every detail just yet, but deep down, you can feel it. There's that pull in your spirit, that quiet stirring in your heart. And it's not merely wishful thinking. It's alignment. It's the rhythmic hum of destiny calling your name. But let's not rush. Let's take it step by step, because this story you're living has layers. It's not just about one sudden moment. It's about a grand unfolding. You're the main character in this epic tale of transformation. You've faced down storms that should have drowned you, walked through fires that should have consumed you, and yet here you are, stronger, deeper, more awakened. That resilience you've developed wasn't for nothing. It was preparing you for exactly what's about to come. Your pain had purpose. People might see your calm now, but they might never grasp the silent battles you fought in the shadows. Battles with self-doubt, with heartbreak, with regrets and disappointments. Those tears you shed in secret. They didn't evaporate into nothingness. They became seeds, watered by your faith, by your sheer will to keep going. And let me tell you, seeds that are watered with tears have a way of blossoming into miracles. It's been heavy, hasn't it? Some days you questioned if you missed your window of blessing, If the open door slammed shut just as you approached, you'd see glimpses of hope, then watch them flicker out like a dying flame, and wonder, is all this in vain? But chosen one, hear this clearly. What is meant for you can never miss you. If something or someone left your life, it was either protection or redirection. And protection sometimes comes wrapped in heartbreak or closed doors. Your greatest power has been forged in silence. People see you smile, see you keep going, but they don't understand that the real story is written in the nights you spent wrestling with your own fears. It's in the mornings you woke up from tear-stained pillows, deciding, yet again, to keep believing. That silent strength is rarer than gold and more precious than diamonds. It's a force that can't be faked or fabricated. It's the authenticity of your spirit. You might look back and wonder, why did I have to endure so much? Perhaps you felt singled out by hardship, like life had a personal vendetta against you. But it's in this fire, in this secret forging, that your character has been refined. The training you underwent, through betrayals, disappointments, loneliness, and delay, was all leading to this. A chapter of your life where you're ready to hold something bigger than you ever imagined. God has chosen you, and it's time to claim your abundance. This isn't a normal blessing. It's a divine gift that's about to change your life. What's coming your way isn't a small token or a surface-level upgrade. It's not just a random stroke of luck that'll momentarily make you smile. No, this is a sacred, deeply personal breakthrough. It's monumental, it's life-altering, and it comes with a weight of responsibility because blessings of this magnitude don't appear in half measures. Think of it like this. A fragile vase can only hold so much water before it cracks. That's why you had to be fortified. That's why your foundation needed to be solid. The universe, God, the divine, whatever name resonates with you, knew that to carry this blessing without it destroying you, you had to grow a stronger container. And that's exactly what the struggles did. They expanded you. We often mix up readiness with perfection. We think, maybe if I do everything flawlessly, the blessing will come. But that's not how divine timing works. It doesn't respond to human perfection. It responds to divine readiness. And readiness has more to do with surrender, trust, and alignment than with getting everything right on a checklist. Being ready is about saying, I'm open, I'm willing, I'm trusting. I don't have it all figured out, but I believe I will be guided. That's you. You've reached this place where, though you might not have every answer, your heart is open enough to receive the magnitude of what's on its way. And that's a bigger deal than you might realize. The spiritual shift has already begun. Look around, or better yet, feel around. Something is moving in the air. Call it energy, call it spirit, call it a shift in the cosmos. The name doesn't matter as much as the reality. Doors that once seemed sealed shut are starting to rattle. People who once overlooked you are suddenly drawn to your light. Opportunities you couldn't have orchestrated on your own start to appear, like pieces of a puzzle falling into place. This is not a coincidence. Don't be fooled by the outer quiet. Even if life seems still, the gears of destiny are turning behind the scenes. Sometimes, your greatest breakthroughs incubate in the silence, waiting for the perfect moment to emerge. It's like seeds that sprout beneath the soil before breaking through to the surface. Just because you don't see the growth doesn't mean it's not happening. Trust that the shift has already begun, because it has. The Most High remembers your effort. Maybe you feel overlooked. Perhaps you think the universe took note of everyone else's prayers but placed yours in a backlog. Let me assure you, nothing done in faith is ever wasted. No tear, no prayer, no step of courage is overlooked. In fact, those moments when you showed up despite the odds, kept believing despite the silence, and refused to quit when your heart was breaking, those are exactly the moments that have magnetized this blessing to you. You didn't do it to earn a reward. You did it because something inside you wouldn't let you stop. And ironically, that sincerity is what positions you for the greatest blessings. It's like the divine says, here is a soul that's genuine, that's resilient, that's hungry for truth and wholeness. Let's give them something that matches their depth. The blessing is crafted for you. Some blessings are generic, but this one is hand-tailored. It carries your unique spiritual signature. The timing, the shape, the impact. It's woven into the fibers of your destiny. It's not going to look like anyone else's manifestation. It will be distinctly yours. Have you ever put on a piece of clothing that fit so perfectly you felt like it was made for your body? That's the kind of alignment we're talking about. This blessing will slip into your life with a sense of rightness, of inevitability, that you can't logically explain, but will feel in your bones. You don't have to chase it. In a world that glorifies the hustle, you might think, I have to grab this with both hands and fight for it. But a blessing this big isn't seized by force, it's received with grace. That doesn't mean you sit idly by. You still prepare, you still do your part. But the difference is, you're not manipulating or forcing outcomes. You've done the inner work. You've cleared space in your life, or you're in the process of doing so. You've learned to discern which paths are aligned and which are distractions. And because of this, you no longer need to chase. This gift will be attracted to your light, drawn by the magnetic pull of your authenticity. When it arrives, you'll know, and you'll be ready. No chasing required. Stop doubting your worth. We can be our own worst enemy sometimes, can't we? We ask for a miracle, but then we question whether we're truly worthy of it. That inner critic creeps in, saying things like, "Who am I to receive this? Why would something so good come to me?" Chosen one, it's time to silence that voice. This gift isn't about whether you're the smartest, the prettiest, or the most qualified in human terms. It's about divine favor and alignment. It's about your willingness to keep believing even when everyone else gave up. It's about your heart's posture of humility, honesty, and faith. Don't discount yourself. If you weren't worthy, you wouldn't even feel this shift happening. Expect the unexpected. One of the most beautiful things about a divine gift is its element of surprise. It can show up in ways you never anticipated. A chance encounter, a delayed email that changes everything, a new friendship that leads to a golden opportunity, or an idea that strikes you in the middle of the night and sets your world on fire. Keep your eyes open, but more importantly, keep your spirit open. Be flexible. The package might not look the way you assumed. Don't reject a blessing simply because it's wrapped differently than you expected. The universe loves creativity, and it loves to astonish those who dare to believe. It's about who you're becoming, yes. It's exciting to think about the blessing itself, be it financial freedom, career success, healing, or a passionate love. But don't miss the deeper truth. It's about your evolution. Each time you step into a new level of life, you shed old beliefs, adopt higher perspectives, and refine your character. You're becoming someone who can handle bigger responsibilities, carry greater influence, and love more expansively. That's part of why you were tested, stretched, and pressed. Not to destroy you, but to reveal your core strength. So when this gift arrives, you'll not only embrace it, you'll steward it wisely. Dear chosen one, your energy speaks louder than your past. Some will never let go of who you used to be. They'll try to confine you to the memory of your struggles, your mistakes, or your limitations. But your energy, the vibrant glow that radiates from a soul in alignment, will outshine any story they try to hold you to. Don't waste your breath trying to prove you've changed. Just keep elevating. Keep showing up in your new energy. And eventually, they'll have to acknowledge that you are no longer the person they once knew. Your transformation will be undeniable, and your presence will reflect a power they cannot ignore. How many times have you dimmed your light to make others comfortable? How many opportunities did you let pass because you feared being too much or not enough? Those days are gone. This season of your life demands that you stand tall. To shrink back now would be a disservice to everything you've survived. Your resilience is a beacon. When you let it shine, you inspire others to face their own darkness with courage. And yes, some will be intimidated. Some might even criticize. That's not your burden to carry. You can't stay small to make others feel big. Let them rise to meet you if they choose. But either way, you've got a destiny to fulfill. Do you hear God's calling? The moment is now, and it is time for you to step into your birthright. Feel that? That low hum in your spirit? That's confirmation. The time you sensed coming is now. There's no need to postpone your celebration. You don't have to wait until the physical manifestation shows up to act as though it's real. Because in the grand tapestry of destiny, it's already woven in. When you walk like it's done, when you talk like you've received, you're not being delusional. You're aligning your energy with the truth that's unfolding. Doubt says, "I'll believe it when I see it." Faith says, "I'll see it when I believe it." And you've already chosen faith, or you wouldn't be here. You've outgrown the old you. Listen, there's no going back to the old version of you. That person was necessary for a time, but you've expanded beyond those confines. You've learned the hard lessons, broken the toxic cycles, and outgrown the limiting beliefs. Stepping backward wouldn't only feel uncomfortable, it'd be impossible. Change is scary, but what's truly terrifying is staying stuck. If you feel unsettled in old patterns or relationships, consider it a clear sign you're leveling up. Sometimes, the universe makes our comfort zones so cramped that we have no choice but to break free. Embrace it. The glow up is spiritual first. Before prosperity hits your bank account, before new relationships show up at your door, the transformation starts inside. It's a softening, a strengthening, a realignment of beliefs. You might notice you're calmer in situations that used to rattle you. You might find yourself dreaming bigger, trusting more, and forgiving quicker. That's what a spiritual glow-up looks like. It's internal changes that precede external breakthroughs. Others around you may pick up on your shift without being able to articulate it. They'll notice you seem different, lighter, more confident, more at peace. It's a reflection of the new frequency you're vibrating at. You were never meant to stay small. Maybe you tried to fit in, to hide your gifts or to be normal, and it left you feeling caged. You sense that calling inside you for something more, something extraordinary. That's because you were never built for mediocrity. Chosen one. You were born to stand out, to create waves, to shine. The path you're stepping into is one where your uniqueness is your strength, not your weakness. Don't let the world's narrow definition of success or acceptance limit you. The universe doesn't do copycats. It does originals. And you, with all your quirks, all your struggles, all your breakthroughs, are an original masterpiece. Chosen one, a huge gift is coming your way. You were destined to become abundantly rich, and now God is saying that your time has finally come. Like the video and comment abundance below to confirm your incoming wealth blessing from God. You've already shifted. By the time the external blessing arrives, the internal shift has already been done. Sometimes you can feel like a new person in the same old environment. Don't let that trick you into thinking nothing has changed. You have, and soon your outer world will catch up to reflect your inner world. This can create tension because you're essentially outgrowing your surroundings before your surroundings have a chance to transform. Be patient with yourself and with the people around you. The shift will show up in your life as naturally as the sunrise. You don't have to force it, just let it unfold. Get ready to receive. We're taught to stay humble, to downplay our wants, to not expect too much. But humility and self-denial are not the same thing. You can be humble and still expect miracles. You can be gracious and still know that abundance is your birthright. So prepare. Open your arms wide. Dare to believe that the good you've dreamed of is not just possible, but guaranteed for a heart aligned with truth. Make your gratitude list. Envision the reality you're stepping into. Do little things that show you're ready, like clearing clutter, updating your skills, or even just getting better rest, so you have the energy to handle what's coming.